So, on the surface, episode 3 of The Bad Batch was what many would call a filler episode. And regarding the Bad Batch themselves, I think you could definitely say that. There wasn't a ton of character development, and they were basically in stasis for the whole episode. However, it's the other side of the story that really shined in this episode to me. We got to see Vice Admiral Rampart in the flesh in this episode for the first time, along with his plan for the future military structure of the Empire. It seems he will be one of the driving forces behind the shift from clones to enlisting natural-born soldiers. Also, does he look like he's straight out of Frozen to anybody else? He looks very similar to the characters from that movie. Crosshair was another highlight of the episode for me. The therapy he's been receiving has made him an even darker character than before, and oh boy is he dark. He executes helpless civilians without a care in the world, and even takes out one of his own men, who was rather annoying, and I did very much want to see him die, so good on you for that one, Crosshair. He does look just like
Someone
Mike
said
Pence
that
in
Crosshair looks like Mike Pence
animation
and-
style. I can't look at him the same way now. When the Death Squad returns to Kamino, we witness a very important discussion between Prime Minister Lama Su and Nala Se. They are concerned that with the Empire seemingly moving toward an enlistment-based military, their clones will become unnecessary and their contract with the Empire will not be renewed. They hint at wanting to bring the Bad Batch back to Kamino because they require their DNA to make new clones due to the original sample of Jango Fett's DNA losing its integrity over time. This opens up an exciting possibility for the future of the show, one that we've seen before in Legends. In Star Wars Battlefront 2, there is a mission where the 501st Legion of Stormtroopers are sent to Kamino to put down a Kaminoan rebellion. The Kaminoans, in an attempt to get out from under harsh Imperial cloning regulations, used what remained of the Jango Fett DNA to create their own army. The two forces met upon the platforms of Kamino, with the Kaminoan clone army ultimately being crushed by the Empire and the Jango Fett DNA sample destroyed. I would love to see some version of this conflict take place in the Bad Batch somewhere down the line. Obviously, it would not end well for the Kaminoans, but it would be deeply fascinating to watch this unfold. The morality of it all. There would be clones fighting clones. It would be tragic and gut-wrenching to watch. And that's just good Star Wars right there. The Bad Batch themselves didn't do a whole lot in this episode. They crash-landed on a moon, got an important part of their ship stolen by a little critter, and eventually got it back through the power of problem-solving. Oh, and Omega also got her own room, which was sweet. But overall, a fairly static episode for our main squad. I'd give the episode a 6 out of 10, and honestly a lot of that stems from Crosshair's role in the episode as well as the potential place that the show could go in based off of the events we saw. But let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or are you feeling somewhere in between? Anyway, thanks so much for watching, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'm Zach, and I'll see you in the future.